Now, as you'd imagine, lots of reaction this morning to Boris Johnson and Jeremy Corbyn's really dull TV election debate last night. Neck and neck after TV clash, says The Times. The Guardian says leaders stake their ground. Johnson, Brexit, Corbyn, NHS and all of that. There were a few laughs from the audience, hollow laughs, I think you'd call them.
We will have a referendum, we will have negotiation, and we will abide by that result.
Does the truth matter in this election?
I think it does. And I think it's very important. I think it's very important to hear from... I've been very clear.
Well, Good Morning Britain's Ranvir Singh joins us from the newsroom. Ranvir, it was, it was underwhelming, I think we can say. Who do you think was the least worst? What's the view?
Well, do you know what? You know the nation is living for your verdict, don't you? Whatever you say now, the nation is waiting for you. I mean, those pose and darts, Lorraine, we live for those moments now. But listen, I think that actually if you were undecided before you watched that leaders' debate, you probably ended an hour later still undecided. I don't think it necessarily helped many people make a decision. And the kind of point of those debates is to help undecided voters think one way or the other. I think actually the problem is that, for Jeremy Corbyn, the snap poll afterwards was that they were basically neck and neck, 51 to 49 pro-Boris. But the fact is that Boris Johnson can simply hold on and probably still win the election. But for Jeremy Corbyn, he has to start breaking through. And these debates have to be a point where he can break through, and he didn't manage to do that. And obviously they were being laughed on, both of them, as you saw.
Mocked, I know exactly.
Not a good look.
That handshake, though, how ghastly was that? That kind of summed it all up, really. It was just, excruciating. I don't even know why they had to do that. It was horrible.
Very much to make a pledge to improve politics.
Well, it was a kind of public gesture, a bit of theatre, I guess, and then, of course, they go back to knocking 10 bells out of each other. So I'm not sure that it necessarily does mean there's going to be a friendlier politics. And, of course, talking about that sort of thing, I don't know if you mentioned already that the Tory party HQ has been roundly condemned by Twitter itself and by everybody else for changing the name of their Tory party Twitter handle to Fact Check UK for the duration of the debate, and therefore misleading people as to what that Twitter account was doing, when it was in fact a Tory party HQ. So Twitter have said that they will take serious moves against the Tory party if they do that again. I mean, it's deplorable, really. It
really was, and it was things that I just felt as if I didn't learn anything. And then at the end, when they were talking about Christmas presents, you just think, for the love of God, tell us what you stand for.
And you know what, Lorraine, didn't you? And didn't you notice that, actually, I noticed quite significantly that Boris Johnson, when he kept using slogans rather than really trying to answer the question, the audience started to groan, because I think people are sick and tired of slogans, and because we can't believe them anyway. And so, actually, I think if there's another debate, Boris Johnson's going to have to think very carefully about how he communicates, because I think that is a real downfall for him. But, of course, the Brexit issue for Jeremy Corbyn, a constant thorn in his side. He simply won't say which way he's going to vote. So you're absolutely right, Lorraine. I'm not sure what we learned, other than essentially they are potentially as bad as each other in these situations.
Indeed. Ranvir, thank you very much indeed. Great to talk to you. I'm sure we'll be talking to you in the lead up to the craziness. Thank you very much indeed. But wasn't it bizarre?
Can you do one of the debates, Lorraine?
Oh, I'd love to do one of the debates.
That's what I really want to see.
You should just unleash me.
The nation wants that.
Unleash me and I'm there, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, love. Thank you so much. Honestly, it's absolutely crazy that in this day and age we had to ask the question, does the truth matter? That was one of the questions. I mean, anyway, calm.